morning. So I got a question for you. What is freaking people out? I mean, there's a lot of anxious, worried people out there. Fear, as I've said, wears many different hats. Sometimes it's worry, sometimes it's anxiety, sometimes it's frustration or outbursts or anger, whatever, but it's all at the end of the day fear. And I think a lot of us say, oh, it's my job, right? It's my job is the reason. My job is just loading me up with stress. If I didn't have my job, I'd be fine. Let me tell you right now. Maybe it started at work, but if we took care of the job and just gave you a monthly stipend, that would not stop the worry and frustration that would nag you in each day. That is fear. And fear does not give up. Fear relentlessly pursues you through each day, even into retirement or winning the lottery or getting the perfect job or finding the perfect person. Fear is not giving up on you and will continue to make you stressed and worried. It's not the job. It's not the relationship. It's life is going to do that. There's I don't know where it is, somewhere in the United States. There's an entire town, and there's some sort of government project or building, and it has this low hum. And it's a relentless, and in this town, people are aware of it. Now, the government organization or whatever the group is saying, well, they're all in kind of a denial because they don't want to say what's in this secret building. And I've heard the same with certain, data centers. They have their own, supply to provide their own energy, and they just have a constant hum. That is, I'll say literally, driving these communities crazy. I will submit to you that the low-level hum that's kind of driving us all crazy is social media, of which you're watching this right now. So, I mean, what in the world? What are we doing? How are you going to shut off the noise? Now, I have seen a couple of different options. One's called Brick. Don't know what that is. It's some sort of a software thing that turns your phone into a brick. I've seen like a selection thing where you can drill down and tell your phone what sort of things to feed you and not what the machine wants to give you. These are fairly new and not very well advertised for obvious reasons, but I think they're out there. Their purpose is to shut off the noise. I saw a post from a person who was in the public eye. And then she left the public eye and said, boy, it's great to get away from the public eye. It's so great to get away from the public eye. I needed to get away from the public eye. And then she posted pictures of her vacation with her family, all smiling, perfectly posed, proving that she was out of the public eye. Okay. Now, one would think that if you were out of the public eye, you wouldn't have to tell the public you're out of the public eye. But whatever. There's just a lot of silliness going on. There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of hum. And that's getting into the brains of many people, maybe you as well. So probably the takeaway in this, fear works best when you can't see it. It likes to be invisible. Now, it is detectable. It's just not visible. So in today, when something makes you nervous or anxious, just stop and label that and write it down on something, so you can look back and say, what made me nervous today? Now sometimes it's things you can't control, family relations, boss, whatever. But a lot of it you probably can. And let's just figure out what that is, write it down, and see if we can't, first by naming it, eventually just get rid of that stupid noise. Or as my mother used to say, shut off that idiot box. The box has changed its appearance, but it still is an idiot. Well, that's a good memory and good advice. Well, I'm Jeff Gould, America's Storyteller. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. And until we meet, there's another video right there. God bless.